Okay, so we want to find the limit infimum of the sequence A. Limit infimum of the sequence A. If you could remember, we from real analysis, or in the case of UW intra-analysis, limit infimum is the greatest lower bound. The greatest lower bound. The opposite of this, or the other one, is the lim sup, which is the least upper bound. Now we have a sequence A subscript n equals to 1 plus T1 power n brackets 2 plus 1 over n, which we are required to find the lim inf. So the lim inf, if we have a cluster point, if you could remember, cluster point, let's say some x coming from the set of real numbers, is called a cluster point if it is the limit of some subsequences of this limit A here. Then we call those set a cluster point. So among the cluster point, if we are able to form a cluster point, the least number among the cluster point will be called the lim inf, and the greatest number, the bigger number among them, will be called the lim sup, or the supremum. Okay, so now let's form some subsequences from this sequence. So let's say that if n is equals to maybe 2k, so we can have a first subsequence. Let's say maybe b 2k, which is equals to maybe a and 2k, and this becomes equals to 1 plus negative 1 power 2k brackets 2 plus 1 over 2k, like this. Now this 2k here indicates even. We are taking even integers, but this belongs to the set of natural numbers, so even integers, and so we have this one to be 1 plus this one becomes positive 1 because this is even, into brackets 2 plus, as k goes to large, this becomes 0, so plus 0, and we have 1 plus 1 into brackets 2, and so we have 3. So this is for b2k. Now b2k plus 1, this is for odd sets, so we can have a power a and 2k plus 1. This becomes 1 plus negative 1 2k plus 1 brackets 2 plus 1 over 2k plus 1, like this. Now we have 1 plus, since this is odd, this thing will always be negative. Odd powers gives of a negative number always give negative, so we get negative 1 and into brackets 2 plus, as k goes large, this thing, same thing, it becomes 0, like this. Have 1 plus negative 1 to brackets 2, and so we have 1 minus 2, and this is negative 1. So we have this, and so on and so forth. So we have just two sets, because even if we look for b 4k plus 1, b4k plus 1, that will just be a and 4k plus 1. This becomes 1 plus negative 1 power 4k plus 1 into brackets 2 plus 1 over 4k plus 1. So same thing, this will always give us odd. This will give us odd thing. Because this will be, so if this is 1, k is 1, k is 1, this will be 5 power, this gives next 1. So this one too will just act like the order, so -1. So now we can then write our cluster point C of an to be equals to -1 and 3, like this. Now the lim inf of an is equals to -1, because -1 is the greatest lower bound. In fact, there are some other smaller numbers, and this one there are some other bigger numbers, but the greatest among those small numbers will be -1, and then the least among those bigger numbers will be 3. So our lim inf is just 3, and this is how we find the lim inf. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Thank you.